Ambler, and I am running for House District 100. I did not plan this. This kind of fell in my lap, but I'm very excited. I have been living in Forsyth County for almost 4 years now. I moved down from New York and have adopted Georgia as my home, and the Democrats here have adopted me. Y'all have really been my family since I came down here, and it's been fabulous. You know, when I left New York, people were like, I don't know, Jen, is this gonna be okay? Yes, it is. There are good people in Georgia. Look, it turned blue several times. You know, I wanted to be in the thick of it. That was part of the reason I moved here. So I am a small business owner. I have my own tax preparation company. That's why I'm a little dazed right now. So the campaign will really kick into high gear starting April 16th. Just letting you all know that. If I seem a little behind, that is why. I promise I will be on the ball after tax season. And I'm also a political comedian. I like to write political parody songs about all the stuff that goes on, and I never stop getting material. So it's always been fun. I love doing that at rallies, and so I intend for my campaign to be a fun one, where there's no reason that we can't campaign for what we believe in and have a good time. So I hope you will join me in that. So I have 4 tent poles of my campaign. That makes a good sturdy tent that I'm running on. Number 1, healthcare. Every Georgian should have full access to healthcare, including reproductive rights, and to that end, we need to expand Medicaid, and of course, stop telling adults what kind of medical treatment they should be having. Number 2, economic security. Every Georgian deserves to have a good standard of living. So to that end, I would like to raise the minimum wage, and I would like to fully fund our schools, both at the K-12 level and expanding access to state colleges and state community colleges and vocational colleges, because that leads to higher quality of life. Number 3, sustainability. I know we're not the federal government, we can't institute a carbon tax or anything like that, but we can expand MARTA. We can install electric plug-ins for electric vehicles. We can make it easier to put solar on your house and tell your HOA bug off. And number 4, voting protection. There is nothing more important in America than representative democracy and the right to vote. So to that end, I would like to make Election Day a holiday. I would like to stop the voter purges. I need to tell you all about that. I would like to increase access to mail-in voting, and I would like us to start talking about stuff like ranked choice voting instead of having runoffs. I think, the runoff thing is not the worst idea. Having to get 50% is actually pretty darn American. I kind of wish more places did it. Winning with 35% of the vote's not great. But why don't we just do it all in one shot? Ranked choice voting, lots of places have done it. It would be a great idea. So if I'm going to have a little crazy candidacy, I'm going to talk about stuff like that. So those are my big issues. I have an opinion on everything, though, so feel free to ask me any questions you have. Yes.
Describe where your district is.
Oh, good call, Anna. Yes, so my district's weird. I have a little bit of South Forsyth. Like, I live just down the street by Lambert High, but I think this is already another district. By over here. So it's a little bit of South Forsyth, a little bit of Hall, and it's a little bit of Gwinnett in the Swanee area. So if you've got friends in Flowery Branch or the Swanee part of Gwinnett, be sure and tell them about me, because I do have a very weird county spanning district, so that's going to be fun. Yes, Lisa.
Okay, all of the issues you care for are awesome, solid. Just one, ranked choice voting, love it. What opposition have you seen towards that idea?
I'm just starting, so I haven't, I haven't heard any personally myself yet. I'm sure there's think pieces out there that are like why it's a bad idea, but I think, I interned in college for a fairvote.org elections reform company, and so I'm very familiar with the pros and cons about ranked choice voting.
Right,
so.
the places that have implemented it have seen positive results,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, where I came from, I left New York before they did it for the mayor's race, but New York just did it for their mayor's race, and no matter how crazy their mayor is, that's who they picked. And everyone's very solid on, that's who we picked. They had 8 people running, but no one can question the results. Yes, sir.
Along the line of the answer to your first question, within this voting construct that we have, there is a fair amount of gerrymandering,
Yes.
hence your district.
Yes.
What's your position on this kind of gerrymandering? Democratic or Republican?
It's bad. It's a problem. Now, I do think it is unfair for unilateral disarmament, because we've done that, where Democrats are like, let's do the right thing, and let's have an independent commission. And then we lose seats, and the Republicans are like, screw you, we're still gonna gerrymander, and then we're in trouble. So I would like us to do it on a wide scale. I think if Georgia adopted an independent commission, being a, purple to slight red state, that would be a huge statement that, Georgia cares about fair elections. Georgia will not have gerrymandering. It is simply not right for legislators to choose their own voters and to choose their own district. I mean, if you don't ask a 5-year-old, do you want candy for dinner? You make them eat the broccoli. That's how it works. All right, one last question. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
All right.
it's a real problem, but it's rarely addressed. But most of the time when we vote, we feel like we're voting for the lesser of two evils. A lot of it's happening because of incumbent officers, intimidation tactics. And I'm saying this because I was supposed to be running, and they filed false allegations against me. And when I say I am still like in a state of shock, because that's when I realized that's why we have to keep picking a lesser of two evil instead of people that actually care for the people. And if anything, I'm letting you guys know, I think the best thing that everyone could do, vote for who you vote for, but be very involved in local politics, because those are what hurt most and soonest. And
I totally agree. So everyone up here is a totally caring person and is not the lesser of two evils. I can 100% say that with my fingers. Thank you.
Next, we have Carrie Green, who is running for County Commission